Okay, I was reading recently at cardplayer.com that some old folks in Twin Falls, Idaho, their poker game got busted up. I guess they were all pitching in 20 bucks a piece. They had a weekly poker game going on. What's up with that, man?
Well, the deal is that the police there had to investigate the game because someone called in, and it's a misdemeanor, some sort of a crime for a policeman not to investigate illegal gambling. So anyway, they have these people coming in, and
so the police have absolutely no discretion.
They have no discretion in this case.
They can't say, hey, you know, it's at the senior center, forget about it.
The sad thing is these people are gambling just when they pass gas. I mean, they just don't know what, seriously, they don't know what's going to come out. I'm surprised they just didn't have, you know, weren't playing for something like medications or something like that. They could have just switched the game. I think it would have been pretty good. But I mean, who's the guy, I want to know who the guy is that calls in to break up a $20 game.
You better hope you never end up in an old folks' home, man.
I will be. I'll be running the game, too.
You'll be running the game.
I'll be running the game.
And you know who it was? It was somebody that had their mother or their father in there, and they were just blowing their inheritance, and, you know, sure enough,
at
they called
20
in,
bucks
bust
a
that
pop,
game.
man. I mean, you got no inheritance if it's 20 bucks a pop. I mean, you got to pretty much be losing everything. I mean, that's...
Maybe it was a bigger game. We don't know. We don't know.
It was Idaho.
Maybe it was unlimited rebuys.
$20 unlimited rebuys.
Unlimited rebuys. And the people didn't even know that they're rebuying. That's the sad part.
Oh, the tournament's starting? Oh, yeah. Come in.
All right, we got to talk about this TJ Cloutier thing again here. TJ Cloutier apparently runs out of money, decides he's going to go hawk his bracelet at the local pawn shop. Apparently doesn't have the money to get the bracelet out of hawk, so the pawn shop sells it on eBay. Cake Poker, I believe, picks it up. What's the story with this? I mean, my understanding is you blew through $10 million. How does this happen? Jesse, you've been at the tables plenty of times. How many pros are in that kind of spot where they're frankly tapped out? I mean, what's up with that?
Seems like a lot of these TV guys. It seems to me like 90% of them.
You get approached all the time, people wanting want you to invest in them, stake them, and so forth.
Well, I don't think TJ really won $10 million because he was put in most of the time, so he always had to share the money.
Yeah, right.
You know,
so what, he had $5 million? I mean, what did he lose?
I think the number gets pretty small.
Yeah, I think he gets smaller, maybe a lot.
Well, how did he lose the money?
He loves to play craps. He's a professional craps player when he's not playing poker.
He's a professional craps player.
I think so. I mean,
if
you spend that much time,
40 hours a
be a
week,
professional.
Right? There you go.
Right? You know, and he loses it like $300 at a time. So that's a lot of times.
So you're saying he didn't lose $10 million playing craps? Because do the math on this: $10 million playing craps. I mean, think about how long it would take you to lose $10 million playing craps. Unless you're betting hard 13 or something like that, where you're losing literally every roll.
I don't think he ever had $10 million.
He didn't have $10 million at one time that he took out of his box and said, "Here, let me go play craps."
I think over 70 years or however old he is.
He started when he was 3.
Yeah.
He started when he was 3.
He just kind of would win a tournament, lose it. We'd win a tournament, lose it at crap.
Right. It's standard for a lot of these guys.
It's been like, I don't know, 500 years since he won a tournament, too. It's not like he's pulling one down every week.
Well, Hooman, what percentage of well-known poker players, I mean the folks we see on TV every day, would you say are kind of in the same spot where they're out of money? I mean, you hear, like Mike Mattisell, hitting up Phil Hellmuth for money and these kind of things. I mean, how prevalent is this? What percentage of well-known poker pros would you say are in the same spot?
If I had to guess, I would say 90%.
90%?
Yeah, I would say it was
it's
much higher than you think.
Was it sponsorship deals? I mean, what is it?
That's how they stay in money, is the sponsorship deals. Honestly, it's expensive to play these tournaments and travel around and the hookers and the clubs and the stuff.
I was actually at a poker tournament at LA Poker Classic, and there was a conversation came out about TJ.
What does that have to do with hookers, man?
No, it's got nothing to do with hookers. but
TJ Hooker. What did we talk about?
Hooker, yeah. But no, one of the guys brought up. He says, and it's a true story because TJ asked me for this. He goes, TJ would walk around and ask people that know him, ask for $200 because nobody would ever deny giving him $200, and nobody really asked for it, and he would never make a big deal of it. And he would ask everybody for $200. So everyone out there, like, I think TJ owes $200 too. Seriously, I know I'm one of them.
Yeah.
He asked me for $200, and I never really paid attention to it. I go, you know what? I think 6 years ago I lent him $200. That's
there was actually a guy that wore a shirt at World Series about 6 years ago, and they made the guy take it off but on the front of it says TJ owes me $300, and on the back it says how much does he owe you, and they made him take it.
way.
That's a true story.
So what's more embarrassing to TJ Cloutier? Some guy wearing a shirt like that everybody hears about, or everybody hearing about the fact that his World Series of poker bracelet?
I don't think any of it's embarrassing.
I think if you're Sam Griswold,
that's embarrassing, man.
TJ Cloutier, I think there's no shame in your game. No. I really think you just kind of.
Is the guy married?
Yes, he's been married to the same lady for a long time, and my understanding is she would take a lot of the money and hold on to it for him so that he didn't blow it. I don't know if she did a very good job because he's selling bracelets, but she may not even know the bracelets have been sold. They might still be in a box somewhere.
She doesn't read. She doesn't jump on the internet.
How many 75-year-old people do you know jumping on the internet? I mean, she's probably got a Commodore 64, and the only thing she does is play Pong on it. I don't know.
You're really dating yourself by Commodore 64.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, you might as well go back and say VIC-20.
Yeah,
I think that was before Commodore 64.
Okay, tell me about the Eskimo stories, Tom.
Okay, well, it's just funny. Eskimo Clark's been around poker for a long time. He's won a lot of tournaments, but he's had a stroke and he's just not doing as well. But so anyway, I was in Reno a couple years ago, and Eskimo actually did really well. I think he came in second or third in the WPT at Reno. And so anyway, we were standing there talking, and Eskimo was broke and is broke.
Wait a minute. He's broke and he just came in second or third place?
This is a couple years later he's broke.
Okay.
But still, that's a lot of money.
But this is still Reno again.
Still.
Gotcha.
So he's back in Reno, and he's always done pretty well in Reno. But now he's got no money, and he's talking to me and asking me to put him into the tournament. And I said, well, I don't know. And he goes, well,
how much is the tournament at this point?
The tournament's $5,000.
$5,000.
And he says, the papers got me at 7-2 to win this thing. And my buddy Danny Fuse says, I got you at 7-2 just to get in it.
What's funny is I was in LA Poker Classic 2 weeks ago, and I put a guy in satellite, and the guy made heads up with another person. So I walked over there, and I'm kind of sweating him, and Eskimo standing there because we put him in. I said, yeah. He goes, why don't you put me in? And I turned around and I said, well, I don't know you. I mean, like, I don't know you, that
right.
I trust you.
Yeah.
I just said, I don't know you. He goes, you don't watch TV? I'm on TV all the time. How do you not know me?
When's the last time Eskimo was on TV? When's the last time you saw Eskimo on TV there,
TV was black and white back then.
TV was black and white
the
back
last
then.
episode of Cops, I think, maybe. He had his shirt off.
The Grizzly
Yeah,
man.
he had his shirt off or something. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I bought a piece of jewelry from him. Yeah.
Is that Julie's ring?
Yeah, my wife's ring. I bought a piece of jewelry, several pieces of jewelry from him. He was trying to get into a tournament. I was pretty pumped up at the time, and he had some, I can't remember what the name of it is, Versace jewelry.
What?
He had Versace jewelry.
What did you buy, man?
He wanted me to loan it to him, and he used that as collateral. And guess what? I still got the jewelry, and when I brought it home, Julie was so pissed because she realized it was fake jewelry, and she said, I could have told you that over the phone. It was so fake. So
Maybe
anyway.
you should put an eBay next to TJ's bracelet.
Yeah, exactly.
Eskimo's Versace jewelry and TJ's bracelets.
bracelets.
So how did Julie know it was fake?
Looked at it immediately, and then I said, how can you tell? And she goes, I can tell. She took it to a jewelry store, and they said it's fake. And
so Versace with
Versace
two C's
never
or something
made
like that?
Versace never made real jewelry.
Wow.
That's
good to know.
Yeah.
Well, probably would spell Versace.
Yeah. No, I think it was Chachi.
There we go.
Chachi jewelry.
That's great.